Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna plug you in like Finn. Plug you in like Finn. Okay. Also, hold up, buttercups. Maybe I'm lotioned up enough. I can't get it to plug in. Okay. And I just felt like I was saying Robin. All the little girls on Jaybird Street like to hear the Robin go tweet, 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 rockin' Robin. Tweet, tweet, rockin' Robin. Okay. Good morning. Always look for the timestamp. I gotta mush up Sheldon's flowers, but he won't eat them. Well, he won't eat them. Okay. Let me just clean this one thing. Do the garbage so I'm not gagging. Because he makes a big mess. There's got to be a better method to cleaning this. March close. Alright, let me just toss this because in this heat it will stink. Okay. I'm situated somewhat. Somewhat situated. But I'm coming. Alright. So sorry. I'm sorry. So sorry. What are we doing here? Hi there. I was cleaning Sheldon's bowl. My little notebooks came in. I have them over here so I can cleanse them. But I didn't get that far yet. I know, it's Saturday. Well, so. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am going to burn one of these, though. There's your mama. Hi. Hello. Does that mean you're ready? Does that mean you're ready to eat? You was waiting for me, huh? You was waiting for mama. He's getting so big. He's getting so big. He's filthy. He's filthy. You're a filthy boy. You're a filthy boy, you are. There you go. Yum, 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 yum. All right. He's so aggressive with his food lately. He's got to bite the bowl first. I don't know. What's up with that? Throw your hands up, ladies. All the fellas. Dun, 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 dun. Survivor? No, that's not Survivor. That's throw your hands up, ladies. All the fellas. It's reminding me of a movie. Was Beyonce in a movie? With like 3 women? Throw your hands up, ladies. Was Beyonce in a movie? Or did she do music for a movie? Charlie's Angels? Was that in Charlie's Angels? Beyonce? That's Cameron Diaz. Did Beyonce do a song for Charlie's Angels? Destiny's Child. Independent Woman? I think that's what it is. Good morning. Independent woman lyrics. Independent woman lyrics. Come on. I know you could get down like that. Lyrics. Okay, so she was in Dreamgirls. All right, but this is the song Independent Woman. What I was just singing. So I don't know if it's linked. I don't know if that was in Charlie's Angels or not, because I don't know why I got thrown to Charlie's Angels. But Independent Woman. Well, let me do it this way. Was the song Independent Woman in Charlie's Angels? Charlie Angels soundtrack. Let me do it that way instead of clicking on that. Charlie's Angels soundtrack. Yeah, is the first one that comes up. Independent Woman, Destiny's Child. So I don't know much about that movie. I know. I think I've almost seen it once. Right? And aren't they like, I wouldn't say earth angels, but like just Charlie's the boss or something, right? Well, wouldn't make sense. Guys, I don't know. I've only seen that movie, I believe, once. And I don't know much about it. I know it was a good movie. I don't remember. Like, I usually get a really good memory. If I didn't like it, I would have been like, oh, I didn't like that movie. and I know I've read it. So you're very independent. So independence is, I want to say, your theme song for today video, all about your independence. Somebody, there might be some jealousy surrounding your independence. No, I didn't see the weekend energy. I just really felt like I just wanted to come on. I'm having my coffee. Caden's gone for the weekend. He went to a friend's house. Mia's upstairs snoozing. Let me turn his food around. There you go, buddy. There you go. Had plans for later. I guess there's still plans, but it's gonna be like 98 or 99, so I'm up in the air with that. I mean, I know certain places have like AC, then you gotta get in the car, stuff that I don't know. But I was like, I could sit down and watch Virgin River. But the throat chakra. I'm on episode 8 or something. Kind of been binge watching it since last weekend. Actually, I think it came out midweek. I've been binge watching it though, like staying up late and getting through like 2 episodes. So I figured I'd come on YouTube and then see, I don't want to get lazy. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I stayed up late last night. Energy is fucking intense. I went from like hot to cold. Was thinking about this, thinking about that, certain things that went down with friends and girlfriends. You know what I mean? Not even just guy friends, or like it was straight up like girlfriends. Like it was I don't even know. It was almost like I just saw a picture and I'm like, oh, do I feel left out? And then I'm like, Courtney, I'm like, you're not left out. Like you didn't even want to go out, so like it was just weird last night for me. I don't even know how to explain it. And then I almost like I wanted to cry like 4 or 5 times, like off and on. I'm like, am I gonna cry? Am I gonna cry? What is this? Like, why? Like, I'm like, just the energy, it's brutal. Yeah, it was very random, out of the blue. It didn't happen until I get home. The day before that, I felt very cloaked. Again, clear the throat chakra. I don't know what's happening there, but I felt very cloaked, clouded, questioned a lot of things that weren't even really questionable. Does this sound right? Like it was almost like I was in a very submissive position, cloaked. But it was a very humble, it was sweet. And at 23, I keep seeing every day, it was 21, it was 22, now 23, and I've been seeing it twice a day. And you can only see it twice a day like that through the time, the minutes, and the date. And then I meant to post this thing yesterday with all the 2s, it's 5 2s, because it was 7/22, 2022. But very cloaky energy. I don't like, and I almost said croaky, which is a Spanish word for frog. Croaky. So didn't a frog come through the other day? But the cloaking was almost as if like, okay, listen, you're protected, your guard's down. I don't know if the thoughts were mine. But I'm just like glad I stepped out of that, but I'm still like in a little bit of a fog. So I know spirit has me cloaked, but almost doing things I wouldn't do unless I was cloaked. I don't even know how to explain it. I went and got my nails done yesterday. Bruce is like, I was like, I'm gonna do that pink again because I loved it, and he is obsessed with his new matte finishing. So I let him do matte. It is pretty. It's a lot brighter than the gloss, but it's pretty. It's pretty. He's like, what? Wait until you wear black with that matte. I was like, well, I did buy that little black dress a couple weeks ago. So I almost went out last night and wore the black dress, but then I was like, I don't even want to go out. But then when I stayed home, I felt like I was being left out. And like images were in front of my face, almost as if I was left out or neglected. So I don't know where these feelings are coming from. But I know they were feelings that needed to be experienced for some reason. Hello, you are enough, Mrs. Netherland. You are enough. I was going through my analytics the other day, randomly enough, because it tells me like age groups, categories, male, female, those who don't want to say, like it gives you all of those. And I actually had quite a few in the Netherlands. Majority of you, my followers, are in the USA. And second up is the UK. And then I want to say it's either between Africa. I even had like Tanzania on there or something. Let me go to it real quick. I don't think the Netherlands came up though. But I knew I had a couple from the Netherlands. So I don't know if you're under a different category. There was one category where I was like, I don't even know what that is. Audience. Majority, 32% of you, the highest percentage of you are in between the ages of 35 and 44, then 45 to 54, then 56 to 64, and 66 and older, 5%. It says 0 and 0 between 18 and 24 because I have a restriction on my thing. So if there's anybody younger than 25, I put a 25. You can do your own restriction on age. Most people think, 18 when you're legal. I did like a little extraordinary precautionary thing and just went to 25. But obviously, after the age of 18, you want to pop on, you can pop on. You know what I mean? You're in your 20s. Early 20s? Yeah, but did you put in your correct age when you opened your YouTube channel? See what I'm saying? Like when I let Kaden have a YouTube channel and I started restricting it, I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I let him have a YouTube and I just restricted it and took the restriction off last year. So I obviously lied about his age because you have to be 18. See what? That's probably why a majority of you are in between the 35, 34, depending on when you opened your YouTube. So a majority of you, though, is 32% and then 31% is in the ages. So my main category is 35 to 54. Not main category, but age. Let's get into location. It goes United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Ireland. Well, see, it's not going to give me as many. It's not going to give me as many because the computer has a lot more, and I'm on the computer. You're from New Zealand. Yeah, hello. See? No, there was a lot more. I mean, it literally broke down. It broke it down. There was like some things I've never countries or like I was like, what is that? Like that's clearly not the capital, but it must be like the closest like inner larger city, you know. I wish I could ask you what it is, but I can't. I don't know now. Do you know what I found out on YouTube? So if 800 of you watch my video, but if you only watch from the timestamp on and you don't watch the whole video, do you know it doesn't count as it being watched? So YouTube does this whole, like, the more you hit the like button, it circulates. Like, so a lot of people will be like, hit the like button, blah, blah. Me, I just feel like if it's going to circulate, it's going to circulate. I don't really need to promote myself. I'm not here to promote myself like that, if that makes sense. And I really feel like if spirit and AI and all that wants something to get around, it's going to get around. And I know a majority of my stuff goes upwards. It goes more to the cosmos than here, because there's something about the okay there before it's okay here. I still think a lot of them are, I still feel like, all right, she has the position for me, but still arguing or trying to figure out what title to hold. Like I don't even know how to explain it. So, but YouTube works like that. So I can have 800 that watch, right? 1,000 that watch, or however it goes. And it's actually like 3,000. It's double that, but because they don't watch more than 80% of it, it doesn't count. That's why people get circulated so much. And I'm a talker. We talk. I can talk for an hour, 2 hours before I even timestamp a video, right? So it's so crazy to see that, like, say in 1 month, like in just this month, 2,000 returning viewers. But if I was to actually, like, yeah, 2.0 returning viewers. But you would never know that because it doesn't, it's the way they do the algorithms. It's so crazy. Like we keep getting emails. I thought I just saw like a weird light out there, but like a beam hovering. I don't even know what that was. The way they do their algorithms. And I don't watch other readers. I've heard Nat say certain stuff like hit the like button, it really helps, blah, blah, blah. Like I've heard her say stuff, but I don't watch other readers. So I don't know if other readers like say certain stuff about it. The terms, a lot of the terms, certain things have changed. But what the fuck is this? 4.5 unique viewers. 4.5 unique viewers. Do we know what that means? Is it unique because it's from another country? Are they from like a rare, like what the fuck does 4.5 thousand unique viewers mean? Like the way they just came on and categorized everything is like, what the actual fuck? And I think YouTube's doing it. So it's like, you need to go in, read certain stuff, because if you mess up, someone wants to sue you. I don't know what the deal is. Because it's still kind of a freedom of speech, but there is guidelines. So I don't know what's happening there, but I'm not too happy about it. Again, not really worried about it, but not too happy about it. But Spirit does want me to get the other channel up and running. Like it is running, but probably at some point, I'm going to need you guys to subscribe. If this one gets shut down, and now here I am in like marketing, but I'm not. Like, because if this one gets shut down, the other one doesn't get shut down at the same time. So I don't know what that's about yet. I'll get there when I need to get there. If it's going to get shut down, it's going to get shut down for certain stuff. But again, like, if you don't like the content, but see, it's not about that. That's a different channel. I don't know what we're going to do there. So don't worry about that right now. Because I'm not. But do you know 98% of you are female and the 3% of you? 96 of you are female. 3% of you are male, and then other are user Pacific. Oh, I just said that word I don't typically know how to say. So yeah, it goes United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Ireland. So maybe it just gives me the top 5 on the geographics. But when I'm on my computer, there's like 20 of them. And there's 2 of them, I don't even know what it is. So those who sit through my whole video, like majority of you guys, seems to be in between like 500 and 1,000 who sit through my entire video. There's still like 2,000 that watch my videos that just watch from timestamp on, so it doesn't record it. It's almost like, okay, not that you're not worthy enough to circulate. It's just, it's so bizarre. And that's why it makes sense that's why Nat's on top of those likes. Hey, if we get to 500 likes, I'll do this again next week. She wants her shit to circulate. And the more it circulates, the better it gets to other people. I just feel like, I don't know. She's also channeling. So if that's what spirit wants her to do, and you know what I mean? So that, like, I don't know. I don't know how that works. So I just thought that was crazy. But in all reality, I literally came on. Oh, look at this. This actually tells me other channels that your audience watches. It gives me a list of what you guys watch. That's not on my computer. See, this is different. This wasn't here. See, this is on my phone, YouTube Creator, but it's not on my computer. How fucked up is that? Everything should be the same, but it's not. So majority of you watch Tyler's Tarot, and then Soul Source, Rich Loop, Alchemy, Eat, Read, Love, Goddess Energy, Suit of Cups. I used to watch her a lot. She's the only one out of all these that I even know of. Well, besides Soul Source and Jen and Nat, but I haven't watched Jen. I just don't have it in me. Goddess Energy, never heard of it. Suit of Cups Tarot, I do like her a lot. Soulful Revolution. I might know who that is. Oh, it lets me check. I do not know who that is. Okay. Secret Tarot. Don't know who that is. Frankie Just Don't know who that is. Sounds familiar though. Consciousness Evolution. Don't know. Blue Rose. Don't know. The Dream Clairvoyant. Don't know. Moonlight Goddess. Those are the top 20 that you guys watch. Or the top 15. Well, I know you like it, Amy. Because this is my audience. This is a majority of who you watch besides me. So I've only heard of 2. I mean, I've heard of Tyler. I watched him when he first started. And then my energy just kind of like navigated away. I don't know. Jen, man. I mean, you guys, you're free to fucking do as you please, right? Because she's the second most watched. But Eat, Read, Love. I think I skipped right past Eat, Read, Love. I watched him when he first started. And then there was something about him where he leaves too much out and up in the air, and then he started to really be all about marketing this, that, like, it is what it is. Everybody has a purpose on why they're here on planet Earth, right? So it's not that I'm being judgy, just in my eyes, there's certain stuff like you want to give he would give like a 10-minute video and then leave it up in the air. And then you would be like, oh my God, I can't wait until tomorrow, what he has to say. Like, I'm not down with that. Again, Charlie's Angels, something to make down like that. All the women. Yeah, see, like, I'm not done with that. That's like, oh my God, like keeping you in suspense. Like, are you living life? Are you living life right now? Or are you living life according to eat, pray, love, or whatever? You see what I'm saying? So there's just a lot of things I really started picking up on that I was like, that was taking away from me. So I don't know why we're doing this right now, giving you examples like that. But I watched him when he first started. He was wonderful. I loved him. And I watched Tyler when he first started. And I watched Jen when she first started. And now I don't watch none of them. Jen just gives me the whole, I want to punch you in the face vibe. I don't know what it is. And she doesn't trigger me, if that's what you think it is. I don't get triggered like that. Natalie can trigger me with some of the things she says, but that's because spirit talks through me. There's a big difference between spirit triggering me or wanting me to feel that versus somebody being on a fucking high horse. Big difference there. And this other one, this guy that eat yada yada, I had a lot to say about him and spirit had a lot to say about him, but that's when I stopped talking about it. Because remember years ago in my old place in the condo, I sat there and I'm like, if I start telling you guys this, I would start a YouTube war. That would have started over that. That's where that YouTube war from me stemmed from. You know? So, anywho, I don't know what that was all about. Oh yeah, we're talking about analytics and stuff, and here we are, like, independent women again. So I don't know if you have a headhunter. I don't know if something's going on at work. I don't know if somebody wants to promote you. I don't know what's up with that. But like spirit's like, no, you're your own independent person. Like, don't let nobody come in and tell you who you are to them or what you can be. And I just heard you already have the crown. And don't quote me, but I think Natalie has something labeled about you already have the crown, and I don't know what it is. And I'm just catching up on some of Natalie's videos. And me and her have been channeling the same thing once again in a different way. I think like in the last week when I had a minute to listen to her, she mentioned California the other day. She mentioned Pink Panther in one of them, and I just mentioned that the other day. Numerous things. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. So me and her go through these, I almost said a grid. Me and her go through these. It's obviously our ascension where like we're going, and it's the energy we work with, right? And that's probably why like I'm so close to watching that, and spirit goes back and forth because we work with the Pleiadian energy together before we even knew that years ago when we started yapping. But we're saying a lot of words, and she'll be like, I don't know what that's alluding to or whatever. And like, same thing for me. I'm not really sure why these words are coming out, but they are. So for those who watch her and me, you would, you might be picking up on that. But some of these words, I'm not quite sure, and she's not quite sure. They're just random words that come out. Like California really came out again the other day, like California, you know what I mean? Certain stuff. And she's been talking a lot about a different language too. And that's come up a couple times with us. And I just saw the Eiffel Tower. And I haven't picked up on that because the majority of the language that has been coming through for me, it's been Spanish. But that doesn't mean it's not. It just, I think for me, it's just language, right? So, and Tyler, I don't have anything to really say about him. I just went in a different direction. And do you know what's weird? Last night, I went to bed listening to Natalie, and I woke up to Humble Mike, Rambling Mike, Humble Mike or Rambling Mike? Rambling. I'm the Rambling. Yeah, Rambling Mike, right? I don't even fucking know now. Cassie, I mean Max. You're too far away, but I know what you're doing. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Stop it. Nope. I'm going to keep throwing things. Stop it. Okay, love you. Didn't mean to get your face. Look. Rambling Mike. I woke up. I think he was in Earth. I woke up to 6 of Swords. And look at my Earth babies. Moving away from these piranhas or something. Guys, it could have been from 2 years ago. I don't know. But I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? Which is weird because I have it set up after one video, it shuts down, and it always does because I always listen to I almost get through a whole video before I fall asleep. It's only when I'm really tired, I'll sleep through it. And it put him on right after Nat's video. And I fell asleep in the middle of Nat's video and woke up to something about, look at my Earth babies. I don't know if he calls you Earth babies. I think so. Something like my Earth babies moving away from these piranhas. And I was like, huh? And I looked at my phone and it was Rambling Mike. Something Nation. Joint Membership Nation or something. Like, I like the way, because somebody new popped in as I was holding the phone. I like the way he promotes his membership. He calls it something Nation. He gives away t-shirts, tarot cards. I'm like, that is cool. You know, they have fun over there. I think he did. He mentioned, I think I do it Wednesday and something else. I'm like, that's good. You're giving yourself a schedule. It's a good way to do it, you know. But I tried to listen to him the day I mentioned him, and I probably listened about 15 minutes, and it's slower energy. He reads by the book, but with his own words, and he's very humble. But it's a little slow for me. So I don't know if I could really listen to him like that, but he seems sweet. Like, he seems really, really sincere and sweet and humble. And if you can get down like that, here we go with that one song again. All the women. I think it's a little slow for me. He's not slow. It's the story slow. The way it's presented is slow. Like, I can already psychically foretell what the story is or what he's going to say next because there's so much time in between. But he tells it very nicely. But I don't even think I could concentrate and listen to him because I already know what he's going to say. So I don't know what's up with that. It's that whole clairvoyance thing, probably. I don't know. But I just thought it was funny that I woke up last night to, like, my Earth babies, that's great. Like, you're moving away from the piranhas or something. I just thought it was cute. So, yeah, Jen's energy really shifted. Like, just, I don't know. It was really sweet and sincere, and now I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like, how many times can you listen to, there's a new start, there's this one's changing, this one's like, I don't know how tarot is really being useful anymore to anybody unless you find the right reader that breaks shit down. Like, that's just how I look at something in my eyes. That's why I don't watch, what's her name with the heart? She always does it. Why I said, oh, I used to watch her. She's great. She always has no comments. She just reads it how she sees it. And she can get away with that. But I just feel like the way tarot is being read is very unrealistic lately. And it doesn't have the same type of use. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. It's not, unless you're stepping out of the matrix, and these people are not stepping out of the matrix. So it's, I don't know. I just feel like I've been saying it for a long time. Spirit's just bent out of shape about how tarot is being read, So I don't know. I just feel like it's useless in some aspects if you don't have the right reader along telling you certain stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Some of you are going to get what I'm trying to say, and others are going to be like, what is she fucking trying to say? Like, you got Natalie, she channels. You know what I mean? You got me, I do my thing, and there's so many things that I freaking do. I don't even know what I'm doing half the fucking time. But majority of the time, we're all learning and teaching and guiding and, evolving. So if you're constantly just like, no, yeah, you got a new start. This one's finally leaving this one. Like, it's useless to you. Those type of readers, I hate to say it, are useless to you. For the longest time with the soul, just the longest time, I'm like, how many times can you listen to the same thing over and over and nothing happens? Well, it's not it's like I said, it's useless to you. It's a different type of attachment. You're not independent from your own thought. You're addicted at that point. Because if you're constantly watching something like that every day and so excited to watch something or listen, it's not a benefit to you. At that point, it's then an addiction. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but clearly this is the energy where we got to be clear. And every once in a while, they have me coming through doing this. That it's useless to you. Okay? It keeps your head in the grid. We're trying to move through the grid. We stay in the grid, we're screwed. And there's all these scientists, all this. COVID's now causing psychedelic things, or COVID's now causing you to see ghosts. Yeah. Yep. You want to know why? Because the vaccine is altering DNA. You don't know which way you're going to go. You don't know if you were forced to go that way or if you were forced to go that way. Y'all still want to get these fucking boosters? I fucking had to keep my mouth shut yesterday. I drew a baby 5 days old, and first baby, she had I almost said melatonin. She had belly Reuben, and it's jaundice. And they're like, oh, I think we can get the first, vaccine for her at like 3 months old. And I'm like, oh. And the mom's like, maybe we'll wait until 6 months. And I'm like, oh, I just feel like I'm getting shot over and over and over. And I'm like, and they're looking at me and I'm like, I don't really know. Like, they were waiting for my opinion. And I'm like, I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, I'm just like, oh, hell no. Like, oh, like, no. I'm so against stuff like that. Like, it took a lot of convincing for my doctor to be able to give my girls the rounds of HPV. And I only agreed to it when I ended up getting HPV. So, but that's me. And I've been getting emails at my work, something about like another round of certain something. And I'm like, I won't do it. But people on the J&J have been able to kind of get away with that right now. Like they don't need the booster. Hi. Hey, buddy. Hi, bud.
I gotta go in the garage a minute.
Yeah, he's fine. You go in that pen. No, get out. Yep, you watch. Sit down and watch him. Good boy. Loki came down. He's been getting braver and braver. I had him down here the other day. He wouldn't walk by the cats. I think Cassie gave him a good swat. Taught him a lesson. He's just sitting here. Come here, Loki. Come here. Come see me. Oh, let me get. There's a cat, right? He's so freaking cute. He's so cute. He's like, I don't know what to do. There's a cat blocking the doorway. Come here. Oh, come here. Okay, I was just getting up to say hi. Yeah, he's like, no, Ma, I want to go upstairs now. Yep. He's like, look, I want to go upstairs. I want to go upstairs. Smelling shoes? So, clearly, one of the cats gave him a good swat. Which is funny because I want to say Caden said it happened the other day. I wasn't here for it. So he got a good swat from Cassie. Cassie's like, way too fucking close. So now he's like, which is so cute. Hey, gotta learn the hard way. Don't we all? Oh, no. Back up, baby. You got a little... Wow, you chowed today, buddy. I thought I was wasting food. Look at you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. You've gotten so big. He's like, no, I want out. Not yet. Not until Grandpa goes upstairs. Yeah, kind of giving us like... kind of giving us heads up about it's a possibility, but the fact that I did that J&J once, I'm kind of thankful I did J&J because they're still like, they're saying you don't need a booster. And I'm like, thank God, because if I would have went with a different brand and jumped on the bandwagon in the beginning, and I knew I was like the final countdown for me because I didn't know what I was going to do. With the work situation. And if it was last minute, it had to be J&J. So I'm so thankful that I went that route because there's no way. So we're starting to see those little emails trickle through about, possibly getting another booster with like the rates getting higher and certain stuff. So if that's the case, and they're going to make us, because I think it mentioned something about J&J could possibly do the Moderna backup, a booster or something. I'm like, I won't fucking do it. There's no way I would do it. So, there's that. And I actually know a physician that I can pay off. Isn't that crazy? I've always been doing that and banking money through the pandemic, which is fucking nuts. He's actually a really good physician. It's a private practice, though. Go figure. And I don't know him personally, but I know certain friends that, trust him. And I probably shouldn't be saying that, but at this point, it's like, y'all need to find something like that for those who really, I'm like, I don't want my parents to get boosters. Like, I'm just like, you don't know which way it's going to send you. It's just, there's so many side effects now. I'm just very disappointed with how this is rolling. We never got forced to do the flu shot. In the medical field, maybe. But to get the flu shot and then the COVID, and you're just putting all these, just not good. Not good. Just like, this is just, you notice how all these generations that never had, that just lived much longer lives too. So I'm about to go into a whole new field, I think. I feel like I'm going to be an entrepreneur in like different categories of different stuff. I can't explain it. I just let him upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah, the cat, he's I think one of the cats gave him a swat the other day, so he's a little intimidated. Yep. Yeah, they gotta learn. Yep, gotta learn. He had his gun case. We're not even close to hunting season. Or can you do ducks right now? He doesn't do ducks though. He must be just itching to clean his gun. I don't know which one. Why was it in the garage? That makes zero fucking sense. He would never keep it in the garage. Had to have been empty. I don't know what he's up to. Because he's not irresponsible like that. No fucking way. Maybe he plans on restorating it. I don't know. He goes through his little things. Just thought that was very odd. It had to have been a message for you guys, however you want to interpret that. Because that could be interpreted in so many different ways. And Spirit said it's empty. And those aren't his arrows. It's not even bow season. Maybe he's restorating something. He's got to be doing something. It just actually pulled me. He has to be, because my intuition said. It just pulled me to one of his old guitar cases. He had the red velvet inside of it. So he's probably doing something with the case. And then I said the case, it just pulled me to something extremely political, which we don't even have to go that route. All the women, throw your hands up, ladies. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each deck once, pull out whatever wants to come out, and read it that way. Hopefully it's not too many all at one time. So it just pulled me to the analytics again. So say 500 of you watch this. It's only going to show from start to finish. It's only going to show 500. But there's actually thousands that watch. And then there's ones that watch in the cosmos. So I don't know if that's spirit trying to tell you. I feel like they're trying to tell you, like, the eyes on the hill or something. Isn't there a movie like Eyes on the Hill? Like, there's fucking eyes everywhere. Some of you, I'm getting pulled to credit. I don't know if it's school credit, store credit. You're not getting credit. You would never need credit. For those who ascended, would not be looking to be indulged. Hills have eyes, which now just pulled me to the weekend. The hills have eyes. But I know it was referring to a movie. That's a horror movie, right? The hills have eyes. I don't do horror, guys. I'm like, 1977. I was born in 77. Wasn't there like a remake of 2007? Oh, 2006. And then they did a sequel in 2007. What's it about? Anybody do horror? His wife, Ethel, along with 5 other members of the family, are heading for San Diego. Didn't that San Diego come in the other day? Oh, that was Santa Barbara. San Diego with a camper van. An accident strands them in the desert while 2 men go for help. The others are forced to wait. And now I'm doing math because I'm like, there's 3. No, Bob and his wife along with 5 others. That's 7. So 5 are left. Why the fuck am I doing math right now? While two of the men go get help, the others are forced to wait. They're unaware that they've ended up stuck near the site. Now I can't even read. What the fuck? Bob, his wife Ethel, among 5 other members of the family, are heading to San Diego in the camper van. The accident strands them in the desert while 2 of the men go for help and the others are forced to wait. They're unaware that they ended up stuck near where the site was. Decades earlier, nuclear tests gave rise to a group of mutant monsters who developed taste for human flesh. And mutant came up the other day. Remember I was like, mutiny with weekend energy? I'm all glary. Here's my eyes. We were talking about the worms in the eyes. I think Blair Witch was the last one I watched too. I was like, never fucking again. Nuclear test. It's pulling me to nuclear test and mutant monsters. It sounds so like cliche. It sounds so like not even what I expected. I expected more of like a poltergeist. So that's a big thing, guys. Like, to me, if the hills, if they're telling you the hills has eyes and a lot of eyes watching, this is like mutant energy, reptilian energy, mutant energy. This is the cosmos watching. This is spirit. Like, so I don't know a taste for human flesh. So I don't know what the deal is there. And I did say the other day, spirit's pissed that big group of collective trying to manipulate or what I want to say, mutate. So I don't know. And now I'm getting pulled to analytics again. So I don't know if somebody's trying to promote you. I don't know. You would never be looking for credit. You don't need to be validated if you've ascended. See what I'm saying? I don't know if somebody's watching your social media, like, oh, you have umpteenth followers. I can get you more. So be careful with the energy right now, because they wouldn't be having me bring this up And it might be easier for you to fall into that category if somebody was to reach out and be like, oh, be suckered into this. Pay me so-and-so a month and I'll circulate. Or just beware of whatever that is that's going on. Because something's going down. And a couple weeks ago, this came through too, like somebody wanting like headhunters or just somebody in your work that wants to take advantage of a situation, or even a family member that wants to take advantage of a situation. There's ghosting. I don't know what that's about. And I've said this to you before. If you're on Facebook and certain social media, guys, you can tell the energy. And I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I can go on Facebook right now and, here's one. I'm sensitive. I love deeply. I think deeply about life. I'm honest, loyal, and true. I appreciate the simple things I will not change or harden in this world. It's the sensitivity, perception, sincerity, awareness, affection, a gentle grace. It makes me who I am, which is beautiful. Phrases. Oh, here we go. Phrases to shut down a gaslighting situation. Remember things differently. Gaslighting sounds like this. I'm going to save this one. That's strange that just came to me, ghosting, and now I just saw 3 things in a row about gaslighting. So if someone's trying to gaslight, I just saved it. Let me blow it up. Now it says gaslighting sounds like this. Let me go into my photos now. So I just saved it. Gaslighting sounds like this. I never did that. You're the one that's lying. It's not a big deal. I was just joking. You're remembering things wrong. You sound crazy. Calm down. You're being too sensitive. You're so dramatic. I didn't mean it like that, obviously. I don't get upset over nothing. That's not true. Think what you want. You're imagining things. You're always twisting things. Why are you so defensive? You need help. Why are you so emotional? Holy shit. So I'm going to post this right now because I am. Simple little reminders, whether you think you're being gaslighted or not. And I think that is the most fucking ridiculous fucking word on this planet. Simple reminders. Ghosting. Gaslighting, same thing. I just feel like it literally is the most ridiculous word on the fucking planet. Like, how fucking old are you? That's you manipulating. That's you playing fucking games. Like, grow up. Back in the day, we used to call it crickets, but we didn't have cell phones in our fucking pockets either. It's a form of manipulation. It's like a punishment. It's fucking so immature. So I don't know if you're dealing with a very immature energy that's ghosting you. Oh my God, that word just is like, it's cringy to me. Like and I don't use that word. It's like cringeworthy. Like, oh, so I just posted that, but that was just me going on YouTube. That was just me going on Facebook. You can always tell the energy with certain stuff and certain people at certain times. They'll post certain stuff. Oh, I'm starting to feel like this, starting to feel like that. Okay? It can give you a little sense, a little clue a little extra clue of what's going down with energy. So there's like a ghosting. I don't know if there's going to be like a ghosting situation or gaslighting. Oh my God, that word is just so cringy. And am I even using cringy right? It just gives me like, like I don't even know. It's just so fucking immature. Like when people get angry and they're like, oh, it's all good. Just give him or her a couple of days to cool off. Like, what? So we can't talk about it for a couple days, and then when I bring it up again, you don't want to talk about it? Oh, so you want to sweep it under the rug? Oh, you need a couple days to cool off? Fuck you. I can't have someone in my life like that. I don't know about you guys. Like, if it's like my father, or I know somebody's temper, or I know there's certain energy around, then yeah, I get it. So be it. That's a little different. But if this is like a lover or a friend, that's just somebody who wants the upper hand. Like that, I don't need anybody in my life. Here we go again with this whole independence. So for me, I don't need anybody in my life that's gonna not get back to me for a couple of days because they're angry or pissed off, or and then it's like, oh, I just need a couple of days to cool off. No, that shit needs to be addressed. You want that shit to linger? You think you have the upper hand, or you can't be like, look, I'm angry, I'm upset, like I need to cool off. It's so different if somebody's upfront and upfront and honest about it, but for somebody just like, I need a couple days. Yeah, see, like something needs to be purged. You got victim mentality here. Someone's about to play victim with you, and this came up in weekend energy, but I want to say a majority of you, I'm telling you, you were the Empress. And I was under that whole cloaky energy. So I don't know if you're being tested because you can handle something, and don't doubt that. I know that sucks. But all the women, dun, 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 throw your hands up, ladies. Like, for my men, I love you. Just imagine yourself in masculine energy right now. Okay. I don't even know what to say. I really feel like whatever's going down, you're for sure being cloaked in whatever this is. And I wouldn't say a catalyst. I would say you're cloaked, you're protected. Something's going to go down if it didn't already go down. So I started talking, let's just say I'm going to timestamp this at 1:05 because I think that's an important message. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decks that I'm going to pull from. Which brings you right back to 1. And we started at 1:05, which is 6, which is harmony. But all the women, dun, 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 throw your hands up, lady. Like, I don't think I'm hearing jealousy again. Oh, jealous. I'm seeing the 5 of Wands. I don't know if somebody's trying to fucking compete with you right now. I don't know. This is like very out of the blue. I don't know if you're aware of it. Somebody's very jealous. They want to compete. Maybe they have a tough time with you being very independent. And the word independent came to me the other day. I'm going to talk why I do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of these, and when they start coming out, and until I get to the end, and then I'm going to put the deck down, and I'll do that while we're talking. The word independent came to me the other day. And I was in the car. And I was thinking about moving again, and like, what am I gonna do? Mia's got 1 year. If I move now, she's gonna want to stay. I had the conversation. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But I was just in the car, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom first. I'm like, I need my independence back. And then I'm like, meaning like I want to move. And then I'm like, that makes no sense, Courtney. Like, you are independent. You just want to be on your own. Big difference there between being on your own and being independent. It really is, okay? because I'm already independent enough to do that. So the fact that I had to explain that to myself, so I don't know if it has to do with the cloaking right now, but you're protected during this cloak, so I wouldn't worry about that. But I don't know if somebody's trying to not demeanor you, but again, like get you, like take you down a notch or something. So I don't know what type of energy is coming in here. There's some energy coming in here, guys. Someone thinks they're smooth because there's like some energy coming. Like I don't even know what the fuck. Like what the fuck was that shit? So I don't know what type of message that is, but I don't know. So just because like you live on your own does not make you independent. That's not the type of independence we're talking about. The type of independence we're talking about is liberation. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to like move out and be independent was like a huge red flag. Cause it's like, Courtney, you're so independent right now. Like, so does that make sense, even though it feels like it's not gonna make sense? Because moving out does not make me independent. I'm already independent. Moving out just gets me my own space because I want my own space. And I know it's gonna be hard because we've adjusted to this life and it could probably freaking work, but I can't. I got a big decision to make. Do I leave Mia here for a year or not? Like my personal decisions, I'll make them, right? But like I don't know if somebody's trying to take away your independence or they don't like your independence, which for me, yeah, see, quotations, they don't like your independence. They don't like your liberation. The fact that you're liberated, that you don't need them. And I just get pulled to some people think this massive heat wave has to do with people waking up. And if you haven't, and I don't know why I just got pulled to that. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed everybody's energy shift in the last month or so. And it's still so very unstable because the people who are just flowing in life don't really even know what the fuck's happening. But I do love that scientists and all these people, and you're seeing it on the news, or maybe not the news, but headlines or like on the computer or whatnot, of people now talking about this ascension when God forbid the fucking news ever talked about shit like this. Now it's being talked about and in the public eye. So I think there's a lot of people here that don't know the definition of fucking woke. So it brings me back to be careful of who's around you or whatever or whatnot. But I've noticed energy shifts, my children, my sister, my dad especially, like, and it's not that it's a bad thing. And it's not that people are walking around like zombies, but I don't even think they know what's going on because there's not enough in the public eye. Like what we do is so taboo because they don't understand it. But if they sat down and looked at it from your point of view for a second, they'd be like, holy shit, like some of this shit makes sense, instead of looking at it like, you're special. I don't know. I don't know where spirit's going with this message. This entire message that I'm probably speaking to you is going to come out in this entire reading. So just go with the shift. Like there's nothing you can really do. So don't feel bad. Don't feel left out. It's bringing me back to like I could have went out last night. I chose not to. And then when I was looking through some stuff, I was like, man, I feel left out. And it's the other people aren't doing it intentionally, like haha in your face. Is you chose not. This is like my feelings, but not like really my feelings. Like, well, spirit has me feel these like all this stuff for you guys. And I say for you guys as if like I'm the teacher, but like we learn together, we learn at the same time, you know, so I'm not better than you, you're not better than me. That's We're a family. This has been like this for a long time. You've watched me go through this and my struggles, and you know, I was just told, "Court, why are you not writing a book?" Which I've been saying that for years for you guys. I just feel like I don't have time to write a book. Like, can I just get somebody to come in for an entire weekend and we'll go away and I'll tell you the story from start to finish, and then you can just jot and you can write the book for me and I'll give you half the fucking proceeds. Anybody want that job? I'll give you half the fucking proceeds. You're making my life easier. Just it frees up more time for me to go on to the next project. Oh, Mingya. I don't know if that's like the easy way out. I don't know what that message was all about. But, and I don't think it's the easy way out because I did not get the easy way out going through this. So I don't know if some people want the easy way out. So this is all about your freedom. Oh, well, yeah, but that I just realized that came out in weekend energy, but it's more like it's you being liberated, regardless of where you live, what you do for work, how people see you. You're independent. People are gonna stop and look at you and they're gonna think something's fucking wrong with you because they're just not there yet. They're stuck in the fucking grid and don't know which way to go. I can't imagine we're gonna step out of that energy anytime soon. Unfortunately, I can't give you answers or timelines on that. So if you're gonna be on your own for a little while, then be on your own. I think you're gonna be okay. Like for me, I've gotten in little arguments with multiple friends, and it's just that they're not getting it. I love them to death. I don't feel like we need to make up. I love you. We're not. I just saw something. I love you. We're not really separated, but I need to separate myself for a little while because trying to explain something to you right now, and it's not time for explanation. Get what I'm saying? They're not getting it, but they don't need to understand what I'm seeing, feeling, or understanding. How about we're friends, we're good, don't worry about it. No need to talk about me behind my back. What's wrong with Courtney? What's going on with Courtney? There's nothing wrong with fucking Courtney. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's trying to figure out what direction to go in. Oh my God, Courtney, you've been off a week. No, actually, I haven't. I haven't been off for weeks. Like, I've probably been off for months, but I'm in my own little fucking world doing this and trying to figure out where humanity is going. Does not mean I don't want to be your friend. It does not mean I'm not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like, oh my God, there's something wrong with Courtney. Like, I love you guys so much, but there's nothing wrong with Courtney. So don't think you're not going to find yourselves in this situation. And it doesn't mean they're not meant to go on your journey with you. Maybe not. Maybe some of them are not. But they will catch up. And if they don't, then they don't. But to look at me and be like, oh my God, there's something wrong with Courtney, and not see my viewpoint as if there's something really wrong with me, I don't have time to explain how you're making me feel. And I don't have time to explain to you what I've been taught in the last 6 months. Get what I'm saying? So we're all in a very awkward stage, universal stage of this ascension. And again, I love the fact that it's now becoming more public in society's eyes, but they're not quite understanding what it all means. Like, they all have their own perspective of it. But if you're not really woke, you don't know what the fuck that means. Like, you think you know what it means because you're understanding how they're trying to explain it, but you don't know what it means if you haven't gone through it. You have to do the work. So I've kind of just there's been a lot of distance, and I feel like even with my girlfriends, I feel like they think they're distancing themselves from me. And it's not even that way. But if they're thinking that way, now is not the time for me to come in and explain how I feel or what I feel or certain stuff. Do you remember when I went for the birthday week and I told you I was in the field and I cried for hours and hours? And it was such a purge, and it was beautiful. And I just felt like I'd not been on that land before, but I just remember sitting there and being like, and I know Spirit was taking it all in. And I had so much gratitude that they were there. And I was actually crying for them that they don't have that, but they do. They have it elsewhere. So, but when they experience that with me, I think their guards went up. And I didn't feel the need to explain. And I thought I explained well enough, like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And it was still interpreted differently. I don't even know how to explain it. But I'm not, my real friends will always be my real friends, like, not even worried about it. I'm sharing this with you because you're probably going to experience this. The world is ascending, guys. And one of my friends was like, this one doesn't even know what's going on in their life, and they feel like there's a place where, like, referring to like one of our exes, and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh fuck, I know exactly where he is. He's like, I know there's a bigger meaning, and I just feel like I'm not home, and I feel like and this and that, and they're looking at that person like, all right, he's really crazy, he's losing his shit, like he's detoxing or he's on drugs again. I'm thinking to myself, nope, he's exactly where he needs to be. But thank you for telling me that, because now I know exactly where you're at. Another reason why I don't feel the need to explain even to one of my best friends where I'm at, because I already know where you're at by where you think he's at, because he's exactly where he needs to be. If you guys can follow what I just said, because I just felt like that was a whole lot. And you might be like, well, what? Huh? What? Huh? And he had an addiction. But a lot of people in this addiction are waking up before society without addictions are waking up. Because they need that. They need somewhere to go. They need an outlet. So it was given to them first. Let's help save them. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to explain it. So you guys are going to stop finding yourselves in some situations, and it's all good. It's happening globally. Don't stress over it. And I know it's not always fun feeling like a loner and you're going to go through moments where I'm like, am I being left out, this and that? But you're not. You know you're not. So it's a testament to who you are at the same time. And don't think you're not going to get tested on that. And it's not spirit testing you. It's your friends testing you, unfortunately, because they don't understand. And right now, they're not trying to understand. So this is, again, not energy for you to try to explain who you are, have somebody else see it from your perspective. That's not what time, like, they had that time already to come forward, to be honest, to get out of karmic situations. They had ample time. They had extra time given to them. So this isn't on you. They had ample time to see where this universe is, where humanity is heading. Ample. So if they still feel stuck and don't know what direction they're going in, like, that's bullshit. And you might have to leave that energy behind because they had ample time. I feel like some people even had like an extra 6 months or a year. Like some people got extensions and the extensions didn't help. And then certain energy shifts come in and it puts them on a pedestal again, or it makes them feel this way. But again, everybody has to feel a certain way to get somewhere. So that's why right now it's best to just kind of keep your distance or don't engage. I can tell like with like my parents and like friends and coworkers, like it's an ascension. We ascended months ago. Some of them are just trying, like, and now it's like, because we ascended months ago, scientists, news feeds, now they're seeing things. But now they have to, because more things are being thrown in their face, especially regarding the cosmic energies, the Milky Way, the sun, planets. They're having no choice but to put it in the headlines. And I don't know why there was quotations there, but Spirit put quotations there. So I felt like it was just that one, but that popped. So I'm just going to talk and do that. Maybe they're saying I should do it twice. That's weird. That means if not enough come out. But see, that was twice. And that was, so that one needed twice. So I will do it twice. It's almost like one just wants to come out of each one. It only has one or two things to say. So that's this deck is giving me the hardest time right now. Ooh, that wanted to flip, but it didn't. Ooh, that flipped, but it didn't. Nope, we're done with that deck. All the women, throw your hands up, lift the waist. That was a strong message, and 4 just came out at one time. So that's where a lot of us stand right now. Don't stress over it. This song is all about again, I just heard Charlie's Angels, but it's really that song. Independent. That's not even the name of the song. The name of the song is I got one pile left. Let me just do this. Turning it down like that. Beyonce is like, ooh, the hills have eyes. Oh, independent woman. Okay. So whether you're a man, if you're a man, gender, you're masculine, and you're my part of my OG, you're in the feminine energy. You can handle feminine and masculine energy. Okay. You're a cross watcher. You'd be categorizing yourself as one or the other. Okay. So right now it's all about your independence. But that word right now is meant for you to feel liberated. You are liberated. You've been independent. Doesn't matter who you live with, who you work with, what direction you're going in. If you ascended and you're already fucking woke, and I don't know why I keep using this damn word woke. You already ascended. I don't even know why I keep using the fucking word, like a woke experience. It's pulling me to Elon Musk and I don't like it. As if he came up with the fucking word. Here we go, spirit with quotations. Okay? Like, because half the people don't even know what the fuck that means, but they think they know what they mean because they think that they know what that word means because they're in that cult. They're in that ringleader. If you're obsessed with Elon Musk, you're in his cult. I don't care how you want to fucking look at it or not. That's how it works. If you're obsessed with Courtney and you love my channel, it's Court's cult. It is what it is. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Well, it can be a good thing. It can be a fucking bad thing. Any type of group organization can be looked at as a fucking cult. So I don't know where we're going here, but I just feel like if you're on his bandwagon, it's more of a cult where it's like, don't drink the fucking Kool-Aid. So if he's telling you this is what it is, and it's all making sense to you, it all makes sense to you because you admire this guy and you believe this fucking guy. So I don't know why he's coming into our fucking reading right now. For somebody who names his children after fucking algorithms. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I don't want to get into it too much. But I'm just hearing like a lot of people think what they know what the woke theory is, and they don't, because unless you've ascended and unless you've been through a journey and hit rock bottom more than fucking once or twice, you don't know what the fuck word woke fucking means. Let's be real fucking real here. That's not being judgmental. That's you need a fucking wake up call. You don't know what the fuck that means. And because it's coming from somebody's fucking mouth that you love and admire, it makes sense to you. But you can't ascend because it makes sense to you. Oh, this is some weird fucking energy that spirit just had me under. This is the energy around you, folks. And that's a Bugs Bunny quote. That's all, folks. Judgment, growth, perseverance. Let me just light this. Wild one. Separation. Release. Ten of Cups. Reconciliation. I feel like I'm putting a puzzle piece together. Foresight. That's reminding me of foreskin. I can't even think of the word right now. When you get a circumcision, it's reminding me of like extra skin on the head of a penis, but it's foresight. So I don't know why penis is coming through with shaman energy. That's fucking weird. If you're doing any type of fucking Google magic, and I know Nat says that too, because we find that fucking funny. People think they're doing magic, and where do you think they're getting their fucking information? Fucking Google. So I don't know. There's something with penis there. So somebody's thinking with the wrong fucking head. So I don't know what that's about. When we get there, I guess we'll know more. Two of Cups. Four Swords. Foreskin. Yeah, I don't fucking know, guys. Oh, they have another one. Justice. Wild one. Dun dun. Wild one. You guys are my wild ones. They already told me that. You got the runner, codependent relationship, fear of intimacy. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, upheaval. That could be like the Tower. You got clock, so there's something with cycles. We have the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Just put that underneath that. And then I replay our conversations over and over. We needed to let each other go. I lost myself for a little while. I left you before you could leave me. I don't react when people mention you. I just saw the Five of Wands, so that's bullshit. Unless somebody's staying silent, but I don't know what that's about. So I don't know what deck I want to clarify with. I don't think I need to clarify too much, to be quite honest with you, once I get into this reading, but they want me to have a backup deck. And I don't know if this is the most appropriate backup deck. I think I'm going to do an sexual energy reading, so you guys are aware later on or next time I come on and read, because I feel like there's a warning. So I don't think this deck is the most appropriate deck to use right now, but I am going to leave it out. I'm not even familiar with this deck. Oh, I only used that a couple times. All right, so it's probably a good deck to use then, because it would even give me a different perspective. Okay. Reconciliation, foresight. This is typically having higher knowledge. I need my other crystal, I'm being told. All the women, throw your hands up. So, okay, and it wants one of these. I felt it talking to me. So I'm going to do one overall energy that goes along with my wild one. Dun, 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 wild one. Which is making me like, yeah, wild one. It's the B community. You are a powerful creator. Your work is blessed by everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So something is definitely coming your way. So something all of a suddenly might come in. I don't know what that's regarding. It could have to do with commitment. I don't know if you're separated. You release somebody, they release somebody. You have this wild one energy sitting next to justice, which I feel is the word I'm getting is liberated. You got the Grand Cross, you got a provoker, and you have Cancer, I feel. So somebody's trying to provoke certain energy here. Next to Cancer, it's almost like how you live your life, your lifestyle, but in an emotional way, because Cancer is all about emotions. Well, it's not all about emotions, but it really, yeah, it's emotions. You wear your heart on your sleeve, but it's also your household, your lifestyle. Very sweet. Cancers, depending on their placements, are just very, very sweet. Always have like the open door policy type thing. I mean, you can obviously piss them off. Like, you know where I'm going with that. Okay. I feel it's another 7, but you got the Grand Cross, like provoker. Okay. So you do have energy here that is trying to provoke. So it's almost like emotional manipulation in some sense. Okay. And I have this incense that's starting to really bother me. And it's the healing one. It's the green apple. But all of a sudden it's like, it's bothering me. So there's something bothering somebody. The way you work, the way you address things, the way it's something. Okay. Continue to persevere, continue to grow. I'm hearing if there's judgment involved here. Oh, it's humid as shit, but I gotta crack my window real quick with this incense. If there's some type of I'm hearing you should be judgmental, and Spirit doesn't like people to be judgmental. Like I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, but it's like somebody's either judging you or you have a right to judge certain situations. If they want to call you judgmental, then so be it. But to me, this is like, if this has anything to do with you, well, it has to be, because it's a message from my spirituals in a sense where, yeah, you need to make a judgment call. If somebody thinks that you doing what's best for you is being judgy, then fuck off, fuck you. That's the way that's going to go down, because you have to make a judgment call, right? So I feel like somebody is calling you more judgmental than anything. And I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know if that's hit surface yet. Oh my God, this fucking incense. Guys, it's already burnt. And it's still like, I don't know what to do. It's almost like smother it, but I don't even know what I'd smother it with. And I need tweezers. Like I can't pick that up. They want me to show you how it's burning. I need it to fucking go out. Actually, I can smother it. So I'm smothering it. So that's a message for you, okay? Because that shit is being smothered. Somebody might be smothering you. There could be like a blame game here. You got the Two of Cups with the Four of Swords. So this is really kind of going within, prioritizing certain situations. This is a connection between you and somebody else. You could have the Knight of Swords energy here with the Seven of Wands. Very defenseful, because I don't think this is like an energy fighting for something. It's almost pulling me to an angry energy. And that won't go out. And it is covered. It is smothered. So it's probably just taking its time. So I don't know. Where's the damn book? It wants me to read this to you. That there must be a message there where it's going to put something together. Wild one. Dun, dun. But you got Justice right next to you. Okay. The higher scale has a knife. The lower scale has two scrolls. So there's something not balanced here, clearly. You might want to work with Coral. Not the first time Coral wanted to make an appearance here. So be careful here, because it's like that inner wisdom, that knowledge. It's almost like cutthroat energy. Someone's trying to compete with you. I don't know what this is regarding. 25, Wild One. I claim my full expression. The Wild One is uninhibited, uncumbered and weightless, without judgments and expectations of other anchoring her down. The chains that bind fall away, and freedom is fully expressed. Truth is the guiding star here, and with every single inch and moment there's action. With your internal compass, forward motion is propelled by the desire for authenticity and determination to claim what is most true and real. In the world that encourage you sameness for safety and expense of individuality, this is your sacred call to cast aside that narrative. Do so for your sake, for your own soul's growth. The Wild One asks you to choose freedom, a freedom found in being forthright and declaring who you are in the highest expression of yourself. Deep, deep down, you may have this feeling that something is strayed, locked inside of you, or a concern that others may think or what they should find out. You have the key, you have the courage, you have the inner knowing. The ways of your life will bloom and expand in this part when you also set yourself free. So unlock the cage, release the chains, and welcome all of yourself to this experience of life. You do have release right here. You have judgment right here. There's some type of separation next to justice. Not a coincidence that this whole entire little paragraph is in this little section. Okay. This is you guys. It can be other people waking up, but this is saying what do I need to release in order to fully more embrace myself, to fully more even be your truest self. Okay. So you might have to separate from certain energies right now, and it's uncomfortable. This could be somebody waking up. This could be you. I'm hearing it's a little bit of both. But I definitely got more of the vibe of you here. But be careful, because I would think in this situation, you would hold the scrolls. Get what I'm saying? And it's not because you're holding it against someone or other people. It's the wisdom, it's the knowledge, it's destiny, it's the Akashic records. But there's a cutthroat energy right next to you that wants to win. You got a very determined energy. I just heard bitter. You have a bitter energy around you. I don't know if this is kicked in for you. This is so hot now. But those just got a nice healing cleanse. This shit is still burning, guys, and I smothered that shit. That's so fucking crazy. It's almost still kind of like at the same level. Well, no, it's down a little bit more. Oh, you guys can't see it on your side. So it's the way it burnt. I don't even fucking know what to say there. I can't believe that shit's still fucking going. That did not bother my throat the other day. It's really disturbing. So, I don't know how you're supposed to interpret that fucking message. So be careful. So again, guys, I got distracted. So it's a message for you too. There's a cutthroat energy next to you. Or I'm hearing spirit cut the cord. If spirit cut the cord, you can't do anything about it. That means the person was doing things behind your back. You do have, you might find your 10 of Cups by releasing certain situations right now. It could be a person, guys, but to me, how I've been, interpreting the energy right now, let's just call it a situation, okay? And don't forget who you are, because I feel like spirit might be leaving it up to you too. No, see, you're so liberated right there. That's definitely more you than a cross watcher. So it's tough when those type of messages come in, because it's like reading two sides of a story. 2 of Cups, 4 of Swords. There could be some type of connection here, but nothing's happening. But it's bringing me back to the judgment thing. If you're making a judgment call, then you have to judge a situation. So if somebody's calling you judgmental, I keep hearing, fuck off. It doesn't mean you have to say fuck off to their face, but like in your head, you have to make a judgment call, guys. It's the way I line these cards up, I'm just realizing it now. Without even knowing how I was going to even read this, it makes a lot of sense. You have to go within here regarding some type of connection, whether it's your best friend, a lover, a family member. You are being asked, or will be being asked, to make a judgment call. And you have to remember the growth, your growth, but you also have to judge somebody else's growth. Actions speak louder than words with perseverance here is what I'm getting. And if you have the Knight of Wands right here, you could be needing to question a masculine energy, because if you have the Knight of Wands right here with the 7 of Wands, this is like anger. So I wouldn't hold on to anger, but that 7 of Wands is usually about protecting yourself or other people coming at you. But this is also an energy that's extremely guarded. But it's like they're choking on their own words. Or it's like a magician. Look what I can do. I can put a sword down my throat. Like Houdini. So you could be dealing with someone who's trying to ghost a situation, like Houdini, okay? Trying to escape a situation without doing what's right. I replay our conversations over and over. I lost myself for a little while. We both needed to let each other go. I left you before you could leave me. I don't react when people mention you. And I'm hearing like that's bullshit. Like they might not respond, but their brain or their emotions are definitely reacting. So again, it's like Houdini. With the Dancer right here, you have reconciliation. So somebody might want to come in and try to reconcile with you, make a situation right. And Spirit is hands down absolutely wanting you to judge this situation. You have to. You have to do what's best for you. Because I'm telling you, you have an energy here that's trying to provoke, trying to stir up your emotions, whether it's anger, whether it's passion, whatever it is, it's an energy that's trying to provoke. Don't forget Queen Bee over here. Someone's trying to block a path. You got 7, you got 47, which is a 2. You need to make a decision, but that's also a blockage right now because we don't have the 3. So this is a sudden shift that you're going to make or somebody else is making. It's a thick deck. And it's pulling me back to, the word thick is pulling me back to a penis, guys, with foresight. Somebody's thinking with the wrong head. I really hope there's no Google magic here. You got the Hangman and High Priestess. You really have to go in and figure out what this is. You might have to make a sacrifice you don't want to sacrifice. I don't know if this is a secret, if this is your Akashic records. Let me see what's underneath. You got the Empress underneath the Hangman. To me, that's probably you right now, or somebody that needs to make a sacrifice to bring this type of energy in. And then you got the High Priestess with the 6 of Cups. So something regarding your past or children with the Page of Wands. Wanting something but not going after it. Sacrifices need to be made. Okay. Again, like, I don't know what's going on with the penis thing. It's weird I don't cut the deck that way. What's up going on with this foresight? But to me, this is like, stop thinking about the penis, or somebody's thinking with their penis, listening to their freaking ego. Okay. You got the Ace of Cups with the Page of Swords. So somebody's got a lot of love, but they're just watching you. So somebody knows they love you. Somebody knows they want something with you, but they're just watching. But this is telling me they know. And then you got the Hermit. So it's like they're not saying anything. So I'm not really feeling magic there. You could be dealing with somebody who's uncircumcised, or I don't know what is happening there with the penis. Where's that deck I told myself I was going to take out and read later? Where did that just go? What's going on? Queen of Fire. Again, I don't know if it's like sexual magic, but it would be the Queen of Fire with the Ace of Wands. It would be the Queen of Fire for desire. And then it's like that 2 of Fire. See, it's like, it's that blockage, that 2 of Wands I just talked about. Is it more about love? Is it more about sex? Is it a combination? Is there magic? This is like, I don't like feeling stuck like that. To me, this is like somebody who knows exactly what they want. It's foresight. So it's the knowing. But it's also could be like a projected energy. Like they're watching. That could be a spell book. That could be Google. It's telling me to find out the exact definition. So when they have me find out the exact definition for foresight, then there's a different message in here. The ability to predict, or the action of predicting what will happen or what's needed for the future. But see, we talked about that 3 of Wands too. And we're at the Two of Wands with the Queen of Wands. He had the foresight to check that his escape route was clear. So I'm telling you, like, there's something here that's linked to something sexual too. Looking for the definition of foresight, the ability to see plain what will happen in the future. For example, foresight, guessing what will happen in the stock market. For example, foresight is knowing to save money in case of an emergency, in case you lose your job. But see, this is being done differently. This foresight is like I said, it's like knowing that there's love there, or knowing that there's self-love. But this is the energy of, there's sexual energy attached to this. It could be your own sexual energy with the Queen of Swords showing there, but you wouldn't be stopping you. I mean, with the Queen of Swords, that's weird. So maybe it's not your sexual energy because you went from the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Swords. So it's their projection, it's their foresight. Or there's a reconciliation coming in. But instead of doing anything, with the Hermit being at the bottom of the deck of the other deck, they're just kind of watching, stalking. What's the overall energy of this Page of Swords? You have the Punishment and the Five of Cups. Yeah, so see, I don't know if somebody is trying to like ghost you, punish you. You got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Like provoking your emotions, but not in a good way. Like the Punisher and the Five of Cups with the Knight of Cups. See what I'm saying, guys? They're trying to project emotional energy towards you. They're trying to provoke emotional energy. That's not cool. That's not kosher. I don't think that's kosher. Because the Ace of Cups is all about emotions. The Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups together is a brand new love. But there's nothing brand new here. Not with this energy on the board, sitting next to the runner. Okay? They'd rather run, ghost, crickets, gaslight than, like, I don't even know what's going on. Sexually trying to project energy, or it's like, oh, we had this moment, we had this night, now all of a sudden you go from this, or like, I don't know if there's guilt there. I don't know what's up with that. That one's actually really hard for me to read as a reader right now. So it's almost like I just saw the moon. So it's unknown, it's being cloaked, and it's being cloaked on purpose. Not meant for you to find out, not meant for them to find out. But that's a universal cloak, so I wouldn't really worry about it. And, foreskin on a child, they usually do a circumcision when they're born, right? So there could just be like a rebirth energy here. So there's not really anything I think we need to continue to read on. What is this lightning? There's a sudden change. Could be a sudden change of desire. There we go. There's that moon with the Six of Wands. So it's deep. It's emotional. It's not meant for you to know right now, guys. Not whatever that change is. But just know something's going to go in your direction with the Six of Wands and then the Six of Swords. Okay, so something, whether it's with or without, is only going to benefit those who are ascending. Because it's like a secret tower. Let's see what this Justice is. Let's see if it's like, because I think you already feel that freedom, or you already are that person. The King of Swords. So it's almost like there's a masculine energy around you that's competing with you, a very cutthroat energy. Very elusive. He's handsome. With the Five of Cups. I typically don't look at images on my card and say whether they're handsome or not, but he's handsome. Five of Cups, King of Cups, Nine of Swords. I just want to get the overall energy of this dude. Overall energy of the King of Swords, sitting on justice. The answer is yes. Forgiveness. It could be, with forgiveness being under the deck, it could be something that's coming in, but it's not there now, because to me this energy is very cutthroat, sitting right next to you, but not even looking at you. But they're looking at you here. But that's because they have the inner knowing, their soul, their Akashic records, something's telling them. But again, the Hermit was underneath the deck. So this could be, yeah, this person is being really cutthroat right now, you know, because just like you being the wild one, this talks about freedom. So we wouldn't be keep getting the message of this is like you needing your freedom with this energy. Yes. Can you have a relationship and you both be independent? Yes. But this is not what this is right now. This is not somebody struggling to like in a nice, good relationship. And, I mean, it could be, you could be with somebody and you're struggling because you want to be more independent, but they don't want you to, or vice versa. But it doesn't look that way. It could be, though. I keep getting that. But to me, I almost feel like it's more like you're losing independence by having this energy around you, because this energy is not even really paying attention to you. They're being more cutthroat, which is unfortunate. Tell me about this wild one. Wild one. Dun, dun. I absolutely love her. Wild one. Mm-mm. Two of Swords. Yeah, so there's the decision you need to make. And you might be blinded by something right now. I don't think so. You got a carefree smile. There's arguing. Yes, you don't care. But you have to make a decision. This is not somebody who's worried, that's tangled up in all these things. This is people around you arguing, being competitive, and you just have a smile or a smirk on your face, and it's not a cocky smirk. It's like you're good. You're making a decision from inside of your soul. You don't need to see what's going on the outside. This is like telling me you don't need to actually see what's going on the outside, because you already know what's going on around you. You're not naive to that. That's why that energy can sit there with a smile. Tell me about separation. So if you're not already separated, you might be considering separating, because you are being called to make a judgment call, like I said. Yeah, see the Eight of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Something's going to be more beneficial for you to separate from some type of energy right now. Whether it's you or them, I'm not really sure on how to read this. Should I read this more my spirituals, or should I read this more based on a cross watcher? So I'm not really sure why the messages are coming in that way. It'd be so much easier to read it one way or the other. And I typically would like to make it all about where you should be at, but there's something going on here. And it's karmic, but the wheel is here, okay? The universe is here too. It's in the universe's hands. We got justice, we got the wheel, we got the moon. It's like it's whatever it is under control. It's under universal authority with the Seven of Swords. So lies might come out. somebody might come clean, and then it's time to release a certain situation. Tell me about release. All right, you're releasing with the High Priestess, really going within. Again, I really think that's linked to a secret with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. In order to have a fresh, new, solid start, needing to move forward. What is this Ten of Cups? So there's so much energy on this board. Again, it's not overwhelming. It's exactly what we talked about with Ascension. We have the Four of Pence and the Queen of Pence reversed. So it is letting go and it's letting go of a situation. It's you're not nurturing a certain situation that you thought brought you happiness, or it's a family situation where you're like, nope. And it's like the Fool reverse. It is nope. It just pulled me to like Snoopy. That Snoopy, nope, not today. Snoopy shirt. I know 3 people that have that Snoopy shirt. Nope, not today. It's like sweeping shit under the rug. But this isn't sweeping shit under the rug, but it's pulling me to nope. So you do have this energy of releasing what you thought it was. It's not what you thought it was. It's like you don't even want that start. There's nothing spiritual about it. There's nothing exciting about it. It's not, there's no vibe there. There's no high vibe with the 0. 0 is the highest vibing number. You're not feeling a vibe. There's no vibe. It's not what you thought it was. It's time to go. What is this Two of Cups? Seven of Swords. Yeah, so the truth is going to come out regarding something, and the Six of Wands being reversed, somebody is not going to like how this is going down. So this is like seeing the truth of a situation, but being very carefree, walking away from it. You can't be bothered. You know you're better off. You know you're going to vibe higher. It's that inner wisdom. It's that 2 scrolls. Letting go, not putting energy into it. You're highly aware of a connection, but the connection is being abused. It's being misjudged. Someone wanting the upper hand. Someone in this connection wants to challenge you. It's being taken advantage of. And you ask me, you're seeing it clear as fucking day. You're like, I don't need the clarity you think I need with this blindfold on. You can argue around me. You can do what you want. It's the inner knowledge. You don't need this fucking chaos. I'm going my own way. I'm better off. You fucking know you are. You own the 2. You own the 2 scrolls. Those 2 scrolls are inside your brain, your soul. They're lodged. They're yours. They belong to you. Your ancestors gave them to you. You know what contentment feels like. You're not getting it. You're releasing. You're letting go. And you got release right there. You're not putting energy into it. Your eyes are shut. You'd rather meditate. Holy shit. Your eyes are shut in this whole entire read, guys. Her eye, and it's a good thing though. It's not, you're not being naive. Her eyes are shut there. You're just doing your thing. You're looking down. You're content here. You don't need to know about all that bullshit. You can't see the eyes in this one because you're walking away. It's a very meditative energy here with the 4 swords right there. Eyes are shut. High Priestess's eyes are shut right here. It's that inner knowledge. Eyes are shut here. You don't need, like, you already see it. You don't need proof. Like, you don't need, the proof is in the pudding. Like, you don't need proof of a situation. You already see it. You're not an idiot. So I don't know if somebody's trying to make you feel like an idiot, if somebody's sticking to a lie, because something was already exposed with the 7 of Swords, or will be exposed. And I think I know what this is talking about in my situation, because it just had me go in and think, what could this be, Courtney? So all of you, for 1 second, think about what this could be if it already came out, but you're not positive, but you already know the truth. You don't need to prove it. Your eyes are shut. It's like, I'd rather be kosher. But somebody wants you to feed into it. Like somebody's like, that's not true. And it's like, oh, give me a break. Do you think I'm that fucking stupid? And you're coming in with that being the high priestess and the queen of pence. Like, they took advantage of a situation. And they're telling me again, Courtney, think about another situation. So this is more than one situation that you can use this energy. And we talked about plenty of examples in the beginning of the read, if you want to go back and watch the beginning of the read. And I think I started it at the 105 where I gave you examples, but I don't think I talked about, like, you know, same-sex friendships, like me and my friends, me and family members, you know. So there's multiple things here, and it's like, you don't need an explanation. It's, you're getting fed fucking lies. So there's a big there's a big ego here. This is an energy around you that's purposely trying to provoke you. It's more than you just thinking you're being provoked, because you got this masculine energy that's sitting right next to you. They're very cutthroat. You have a very, some of you have a very and you're really highly in tuned, and you know that this energy, or you will sense shortly that it's a cutthroat energy. They're being competitive with you. So someone got caught up, or someone's about to get caught up, and spirit's asking you to make a judgment call, or you already made the judgment call, and you are being asked to look at their growth and to look at their actions, because they're blocking that from you too. What is this Four of Swords? So I don't know if you came into reconciliation. There's one coming in, the Eight of Wands. So someone's going to try to communicate. You're really going to have to go in and really listen to what this person's saying. You got the Six of Wands. I don't know if that's ego, another six, and the six with the Six of Cups, Page of Wands, and you got Justice. Yeah, so you're going to make the right judgment call. Oh, yeah, you're going to get clarity for sure. Look, your eyes are open. There's no birds fighting around you. Oh, there's that clarity with the sun. Okay, and I don't know if it involves the Knight of Wands, but you're not looking for, you know, inconsistency or somebody unstable, somebody in and out, in and out. It's disappointing. You don't need that shit. You're strong enough. You don't need that. You know, especially with the Strength being there and the Queen of Cups, like, you don't need that. You don't need that mental aggravation. You know, you're too busy. Yeah, I love it. There's your Three of Swords. I mean, there's your Three of Wands coming in. You're ready to ride a whole new fucking wave, troops. Okay, so there's another wave of energy, clearly. I just feel the need to put these back the way they were. Okay, so I don't know what you're going to do in regards to this. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. Yeah, Five of Pence. That could be ghosting. You know, somebody got caught up in a lie. The truth came out, and now somebody is the King of Pence. Look at him. Look at the King of Pence fucking gloating. You don't want to be around energy that's gloating right now. You have an energy that thinks they're probably getting away with something right now. They think they have the upper hand in something. Spirit's telling me this energy thinks they have the upper hand with something, and they're dead fucking wrong. Spirit's got this. Spirits, the hills have eyes. Okay? So if that movie has to do with mutant energy and stuff like that, I don't know if Spirit's gonna fuck this energy up or if they're just gonna cut the contract. There's something in your soul that knows it's just not gonna work anyway. So I don't know what's going on here. Right now, it's just like no fucking way. So you have this energy of like you're communicating or they're communicating, and it's the Four of Swords with the Five of Pens. This is somebody who is purposely trying to gaslight you or ghost you. I hate that fucking word. But it's like that shit's not going to phase you. What you're going to do is make a judgment call and look at this energy as being immature. So this is going to backfire on them when they think they have the upper hand. You're dealing with somebody who is immature, guys, and they're just sitting back and gloating. Whether this is a girlfriend, a lover, a family member, this is somebody who definitely thinks they have the upper hand in a situation, and they do not. So I think you're going to make the judgment call here. Tell me about judgment. Knight of Pence. Yeah, you're going to, with the Queen of Wands here, you're going to make a judgment call regarding this situation. This is something that's going too slow, probably, with the Knight of Pence. The Knight of Pence is like the slowest knight in the deck, and it's sitting next to the Queen of Wands. This is an energy that's very, I just heard quick-witted, adventurous, spontaneous, passionate, can go at the drop of a freaking dime. And you have somebody here that is, the Knight of Pence is the slowest knight. It's very leisurely. It's, you're going to have to make a judgment call here with the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, earth sign, with the Knight of Wands. You've been through thick and fucking thin. You got the Ace of Pence here, the Hermit. You're going within right here. What do I want? There's extreme clarity coming your way. There won't be confusion. Because the energy of this Knight of Wands, I can't tell if it's sincere right now. It wants me to use 2 decks. I can't tell if there's sincerity here. Tell me about the overall energy of this Knight of Wands. It's like purposely going slow, or you got to make a judgment call here. You got heartbroken, cassette, not today. It's like that Snoopy shirt. Nope, not today. Not dealing with the hurt, avoiding a conversation. Someone's angry. They're hurt. It's like a breakup, grieving, mourning. It's like they're not adulting. They're not adulting in this situation. It's like outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying conversations over and over in your head, so they're not having it. So it's almost like this masculine is trying to have the upper hand in a situation. Overall energy with the Knight of Pence. Spirit's giving you a heads up here on how something's going to go down. You might end up having a reconciliation, or you open the gates to have a conversation. Yeah, it's like a pause. They're on pause. Okay, message received with the whole projection thing. All right, to me, it's not a very positive thing going on here. So if this hasn't happened yet, it's going to, or you're like, I'm not waiting for it. And then, or it's like some of you are going to hear something through the grapevine. Yeah, see that the King of Wands wants a reconciliation. Do they want to speak the truth about how something went down? I don't even think you're fucking open with the Page of Pence. Again, you're getting the slowest people in the deck here, but like this Page of Pence is the 7 of Wands. It's the same thing here. It's like they're blocking you. They're purposely blocking you. And for what? It's like they have an upper hand. This is not them going within and really figuring out what they want. This is somebody is like trying to punish you by not talking to you because they're angry. They're pissed off. It's very immature, guys. So be careful that this energy is not trying to guilt you, because they're provoking you through silence. They think they have the upper hand with you. Like it's very, I can hear Spirit laughing. So it doesn't even phase you, or spirit's just like, are you serious? This is the route you chose when somebody came back in. You're going to choose this route. You are a joke, is what I'm hearing. Oh, Jesus, guys. So I don't know if something just went down or it's about to go down. But this is what's going to happen after something goes down. Tell me about this 7 of Wands. Because this is like they're trying to like block you. They're trying to block your growth. They're trying to block something. 8 of Pence. Yeah, this it's not a team player with the 8 of Pence reversed. One more for the 7 of Wands. They're not putting the effort in. They're not trying to ground a situation. 3 of Pence. Yeah, no. See, that's like, again, the same message. 0 effort. They're putting 0 effort into something. Tell me about growth. So you have an energy that's going to come in and try to provoke you. Okay, the Star reversed. Yeah, something's not going to end up going in the direction anyway with the Hermit reversed. There's no growth here. Someone thought all of a sudden they had the upper hand in a situation. So it's very weird, and I almost feel weird telling you this story because some of you, this just happened or it's about to happen, and this is where I don't want you to have expectations. Spirit's telling me you're cloaked. So if something randomly happens with this random card over the weekend or coming up, don't worry about it. You're gonna see something fucking clearly, even though you might feel a little hazy. Okay, because first of all, this is a card of wishes, dreams, desires, and the Stars reversed. This energy is not gonna get nowhere with you. It's a universal block by the Hermit, but yet this energy thinks they're blocking you. I gotta run to the bathroom. So it's just like either your feelings gonna get provoked up here, which is a strong message, where it's like I explained earlier with me feeling like my feelings like being left out or whatever. That was more of like a sincere type thing, and it's the energy. But there's also energy around right now that's purposely trying to provoke you. Okay, so you need to know that there's going to be different types of energy approaching and coming in here, because this really is an energy of you have a masculine energy that's purposely trying to like punish you through silence or provoking, or I'm not angry but they are angry. Like they're not putting any energy into anything right now. It makes them feel like they have the upper hand here. To me, it looks like they got caught up in a certain situation. They got caught up in a lie. And this is somebody who is going to like stand their ground and try to prove you wrong. But you already know, and you don't have time for this. This is somebody trying to put you in the fucking middle of the fucking ball field, and they're throwing you all sorts of fucking balls to see which one you're gonna fucking catch, which one you're gonna go after. Like, it's very I don't know what's going on with this person's energy. It could just be something completely out of the blue, but you need to just like step away because they're being really cutthroat with you right now for no fucking reason. Like they're competing against your liberation. Like they don't want you to feel liberated. They don't want you to feel like you can succeed without them. Or like it's very I don't know how long this energy is going to last. Some of you aren't even seeing it yet, but you're going to see it. What happened with the Seven of Swords? With the Seven of Swords being reversed, something definitely is going to be revealed or something. So you have something going to the next phase, inner child, kisses, unconditionally loving, falling in love. So, and then dragonfly, finding out, things coming to light with the Two of Cups, relationship, something going to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth, unconditionally loving, falling in love. I don't know why they're trying to have the upper hand with you right now. This is unfortunate because you have a connection here with somebody, guys, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening with this other energy? But Spirit's like, don't wonder. You can't get caught up in this. There's trickery here. This energy is trying to trick you. And there's a feminine energy that's trying to trick you too. Here we go again with you're the Empress or not the Empress. That energy of trickery. What's this Eight of Wands? That energy of trickery is right around you. Yeah, heartbroken, freedom from a toxic relationship, addiction. I don't know if they think it's a pause, many options, stringing you along, one night stands. Yeah, see, there's a woman here that's trying to trick somebody too. It's, meeting somebody new, getting back out there, soul connection, partnership, soul attraction. Somebody there's a woman out there that's trying to block another energy too, but there's another energy here of a masculine that got caught up in a situation and is like, will not confess to a fucking lie here. It's like, I don't even know what Spirit's trying to say. It's just, this is somebody who's not going to confess to a certain lie regarding you. They might confess to a certain lie regarding something else, but something that recently just went down, like they're trying to have the upper hand and shut it down as if you're wrong and they're right and they're the ones in the wrong, and that's going to backfire on them if they don't step their game up and speak the truth about why they felt the need to fucking lie to you. So the masculine's being tested right now too because they would rather be silent. So if this hasn't gone down, it's going to go down for you, and they're going to just like play it cool, but like it's like they're angry, but they're angry at themselves for getting caught in a fucking lie and trying to like really stress. Like, I don't know how they're trying to explain it. Like they're definitely angry with themselves for getting caught up in a lie, but it's almost like they can't tell you the truth because they can tell you the truth, but I feel like this energy is going to choose to not tell you the truth and not be vulnerable. And they're going to continue to be like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Or they're going to step up their fucking game and tell you this is why I fucking lied. But if you ask me, this is somebody that's going to ghost you right now because they feel like they have the upper hand. Yeah, there's a big difference. Like that aggravates me. Like some people use that as if like to punish other people and it's very manipulative. And I tried to explain this to the other day. Like when I shut down, and I don't know about you guys, when I shut down, it's because I don't need this chaos. I don't need the upper hand. I'm giving myself the upper hand. I'm not manipulating situations. I'm creating my own sanctuary by stepping out of something. It's not to provoke somebody. It's not to make them jealous. It's not to make them question something. But this energy on the board is the opposite. They purposely ghost. They purposely shut down. All energies. There could be 5 energies here, guys. We have all scenarios on the fucking board. That just tells you like that those energies are not awakened. They're just kind of like, all right, I'm in the matrix. I got away with it before. I'm going to continue to get away with it. I'm hearing profanity. So there's people, bad mouthing you too. And profanity is more like swearing. So maybe lots of swearing, arguments. I don't freaking know. Like they're swearing at you now, but they're telling you no, they're not angry. No, they're fucking angry. This is somebody who just doesn't want to talk about their feelings. So they'll be like, I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm good. And it's like, it's a straight up fucking lie. And I'm telling you, when you're awakened, you don't have time for that. So this could be a very disappointing situation for you because whether you had expectations or not, you're not seeing the growth. This energy is not evolving. And if they feel hopeless, then that's their own problem because they're lying. So if it feels hopeless and out of reach to somebody, again, it's their own problem because they're not trying. If that makes sense. So you can't get caught up in this. Tell me about perseverance. This is somebody that will shut you down because they don't want to get hurt. You don't have time for that. It doesn't make you a better person. It's just you want to live your life. So you're not going to feed into it. So this is going to backfire on them. It's kind of disappointing. It's unfortunate because it's almost like something was supposed to happen. Yeah, with the Lovers reversed and then the Death of Rebirth reversed. It's like not accepting it, but not putting effort in either. This could be making a decision, tell me about the Lovers, and then dropping a different situation, which could be you or them, and then the Tower. But it's like it's still being avoided. They're not following their soul. They're not following destiny. So this can be an upsetting reading for some of you. But if you ask me, just return to nature, return to yourself, return to balance, return to Wusa energy. Okay, because this is multiple energies around you that are just struggling to let go or provoking other people. And whether you stop struggling to let go or not, you still got that other energy provoking. And it's just like, it's so unnecessary. And you do have multiple women here and you do have multiple men. So again, if you go back to the beginning of my read, I kind of explain why all this energy is on the board. because it's lots of factors right now with the world ascending, with humanity ascending, friends, colleagues, family, okay? Um, so it's time for you to be that independent woman that you are, that wild one, and just release all the chaos that's surrounding humanity right now is the best message I can give you. It doesn't make these people, I was going to say assholes, but in a way it does. But they just don't understand where you're at, and it's not time for you to explain that is really what it boils down to. So I'm gonna throw you a Ganesha card. I hate mixing all these cards right now, but I will fix all of these in a few minutes. So for my ones that are just, you're in this energy and it's really tough, my spiritualists that are just, is doing what you can do, the best you can do with what energy is just around you right now, okay? This message is for you. It's for us. All the women, throw your hands up. Okay, so again, it's your message. Harmony. And I think I mentioned the number 6 in the very beginning of this reading. Okay. You deserve to feel good about your existence and who you are. This card is symbolic to your personal beliefs and what will bring you your own happiness in your life. Ganesha is asking you to remember to radiate the warmth and the energy. Take some time to reflect on your own personal values and attitude at this time if you need to. What do you believe in? What's going to bring you the best outcomes? And what are you longing for to have a complete and happy life? The color orange can offer a period of socializing, activity, and new adventures. Orange is the color of the sacral chakra and associated with the sexual organs and the reproductive system. If you can symbolize happiness, and it can symbolize happiness and love. We store our feelings and emotions and pleasure and sexuality, intimacy, and the connection in this domain. How deserving do you feel? When you feel that you deserve good, do you treat yourself well and require the same for others to treat you the same way? When the sacral chakra is clear and the energy is in balance, you feel friendly, compassionate, empathetic with others' concerns, and you experience a very strong sense of belonging. Feel good about your life, enjoy time with your friends, and do what's necessary to bring yourself in alignment with what it is you want from any relationship in your life. And this is exactly what I was kind of saying in the beginning of the read, guys. Okay? Is what brings you happiness, what fulfills you, what's best for you right now. Because you don't want to get swept up in other people's energy, especially if they can't be honest with you or understand like that whole compassionate thing. Some people don't even know what that word means. Which is very unfortunate. But you deserve to feel good about your existence. You deserve to feel good about who you are. So if you got people around you that can't see that or express that and tell you that, then they don't deserve to be in your life right now. You might also, depending on your scenario, work on your sacral chakra. Um, but please remember we're under this energy right now. So, this might make you feel better. Like if you kind of reach a low or you're feeling left out, or why is this happening? Because we explained this in the beginning of the video. Maybe put on, a burial beat, binaural beat regarding the sacral chakra. All right, because this is already who you are. This is already what you deserve. This is already what you created. So that's like coming back into balance with you. A fire might be good because you had the wild one here. You know what I mean? No one needs to tell you who you are, how to feel, or what to believe in. You already know in your soul. You have that higher wisdom. You've already ascended. So if somebody wants to sit back and play games, whether they think they're doing it intentionally or not, which looks pretty intentional with the provoking and certain stuff going on, right? A lot of projecting when it's just not even necessary. Look how wusa you are in these cards. Don't forget this part of you that you already created by doing what you did to get yourself here. Okay. And again, this can symbolize love, feelings, emotions, pleasure, intimacy, connection. We talked about that earlier with seeing the penis, so I don't know what that's about. Sexuality, intimacy. It's like part of that domain. I don't know. Maybe it's pleasure yourself. You don't need a penis. Take pleasure yourself. I don't know whose message that's for, or, so I'm not really sure. Because I feel like that energy is being projected. And it doesn't need to be projected. You're already secure with who you are. But this is like that gut. It's all about feeling, emotion. It's that just the energy that everybody is experiencing. So I feel like a majority of you are already here. You're already in balance. You're already compassionate. You're already empathetic. Right? But you just don't forget who you are if you feel a strong sense of like, oh, maybe this can work out, but it doesn't. Like, don't let it get you down. I don't think that it will. But don't let somebody else's energy around you stir up your emotions or provoke something because you already know who the fuck you are. It's time to feel good about yourself, about life. It's what we strive for. That's why we ascend. Okay? We want to stay in alignment. We know what we want. So don't get sidetracked from that. So it's just another one of those like friendly little reminders, like when I just posted that on YouTube with the whole simple reminders with the gaslighting. It's you don't have time for somebody around you to feel like they want or need the upper hand to keep you in their good graces or keep you wondering. Like, unfortunately, that is going to backfire on them because you've already ascended. You already are this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're already this person, energy like that is it's not going to phase you where you're going to want to feed into it. It's going to phase you where you're like, all right, apparently, it's I got to exile that energy. Whether it hurts or not, that's what I got to do because I am this person. And no one's going to make you forget you're this person because you've already turned into this person. So it's kind of unfortunate to have that energy like that lingering around you. You are going to come into union or contact with somebody soon. This could be the energy around them, but don't think that that energy is not going to be projected towards you if they still have that energy in their aura. So this is a strong reading, regardless of who's coming your way or not, or which direction you're going in. It's really nobody else's business at the end of the day. is what I really heard, what you need to take from this. And if you have energy around you that's not cooperating and not being truthful and honest and authentic with you, then now is straight up clearly not the time to engage in any of that. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So, all right, I'm going to put cards away, getting my decks ready. All right, I love you guys. I got new cards coming in later too. So excited. Again, I don't know what I'm doing later, so I might be back, I might not. You might see me tonight. You might see me tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna roll. For sure. Okay. But I love you guys, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. I mean, the weekend really just started, guys. So happy Saturday, and go enjoy your day, your morning, everything. You know what I mean? Take a walk, take a bath. But I don't even, you guys know whatever is gonna make you feel good at the end of the day, right? Just be careful on who you're engaging with, because there's energy around you or them that's just not kosher, and it's kind of being projected towards you. It's probably not really intentional. Others, it's extremely intentional. Be careful. You might get hit up by an energy that's random. It's pulling me to that snake energy. You might get hit up by an energy that is just like bitter, but it's an energy you don't expect to hear from, like a third party. It's like, where the fuck is that coming from? It's like this was never a competition, but in somebody else's eyes, or multiple people's eyes, it was a competition. So you might get caught off guard, like, what the fuck? Like, what? What is it? Like, you know? Like somebody might have something snarky to say. And it's just, it throws you off because it was never a competition. So I don't know who that message was for, but that came out. So if that happens, try not to feed into it. Could be somebody you know, somebody you don't know, somebody you just didn't expect to hear from. It's a very random message, so it might not occur for a majority of you. But for some of you that are watching, it's one of those things where you're going to text out of the blue, or a phone call, or something where it's like, them telling you something like that you don't even know about yet, as if you already know, but you don't know, but you might have the foresight. It's almost like somebody found out something before you. I don't know what that's regarding, guys. I wouldn't worry about it though. That's for sure. I feel like that message is maybe hitting a couple people. Which I don't typically say stuff like that either. Like, but I really feel like I don't feel like that's an energy coming towards me, unless, you know, I guess it can. Never say never, right? I don't know for sure, but let's go back to Wild One and Harmony. Really. Okay. So I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome freaking Saturday, and stay cool. Remember to stay grateful. Thank Spirit. Be grateful. There's a lot of shit going on in the world that does not even compare to, you know, people who want to play Matrix with you. You don't have time to play Matrix. Pray for the Matrix. Don't engage with the Matrix. That's a good one, right? Pray for the Matrix. Don't engage with the Matrix. I love you guys.